everybody we've talked to has been very helpful. You've made the process a whole lot easier. And we're getting like our dream house, but we got to do it without having a lot of, headache or nervous or, it was just a very smooth process. And I would definitely tell them to go with Ventura. We love y'all. Well, we actually had gone and looked at houses for several years before we decided on a house, and we always came back to your houses because we loved how unique they were and that they all had personality. And so we decided that we wanted to come and visit with you, and the whole process has been so easy. Y'all, the designers helping us pick, stone and fixtures and all of that stuff has made it easy. And I was kind of nervous about building a house. I had never done it before, but it really was not hard at all because y'all had so many knowledgeable people that could answer questions and help us decide what looked good together. And so it was kind of an easy choice just because we've always loved what you've done, and even your new stuff that we see, we're like, wow, that's so cool, So I feel like that was...
Yeah, we went to a lot of parade of homes before, and so that's where we saw a lot of the different houses and the additions you make inside and all the little tweaks, and just, again, to, like she said, to have their own little personality. Even though you may have several houses in that area, they were all unique, and that's really what drove us to go with Ventura.
I think it was more you than Kelsey Park. I mean, I teach at Cooper, so it would be nice to live so close to where I teach, but you're kind of, we found the neighborhoods that you worked in and looked at those neighborhoods and how they would fit us, but it really was more Ventura instead of Kelsey Park. But I mean, we're excited to be here, but yeah. We had picked a floor plan that was on your website, and we were set on that one. We had actually seen a house built with that floor plan, and when we went in to meet, y'all had just drawn this one like it was new, and we loved it because it was so different, and so it was really just kind of like, oh yeah, well, we like this. So
yeah, it was one of those that we had, an idea of what we wanted square footage wise and all that type of stuff. And then when we got there, they started showing us floor plans because we told them this is the one we were looking at. It was like, hey, take a look at these, and what do you think of these? And we, as soon as we saw it, we fell in love with it. So.
Well, we have 3 kids and they love to be outside, but we also have a little boy that loves to play outside, and we have an almost teenager, so we feel like that'll kind of be the meeting space for friends and gatherings when we have family, so that we can kind of do indoor, outdoor living. So we're hoping to have like an extra entertainment space more than anything, probably. When you go in, they had all of, this is what you can choose from, and it was all set up to match well together and to flow really nicely together. And I could ask, do you think these 2 things would look good together? And they would honestly say, yes, I think this would look good together, or what about this? Or, so I think more of the direction, and also knowing that you weren't gonna go and pick out a light fixture that was $500 above your budget, or so.
Yeah, it was a really good process. I had previously built a house, the one we're currently living in, and so I kind of knew what the process was from that standpoint, but it was really nice to be able to go in and sit down with the designers and your design team, and again, like she said, just be able to say, all right, this is where you're at, these are the ones to choose from, and all of them were excellent choices too. It wasn't something like, oh, here's the ones you have, and if you want this one, it's going to be $3,000 more. It was all within our budget, all within the design, so it went extremely well. Yes, actually, it came in under what I was expecting, to be honest with you. So that's when you came back with, this is what it's going to be. let's get it done. You know, let's do this. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was all included. So that's really what made it really nice, instead of, okay, you can have this house, but if you want sprinklers, it's going to be this much more. Or, you know, if you want this landscaping, it's going to be this much more. It was all included in the price, which was great.
Well, we're just not very patient because we were so excited. No, I think when we first started looking at it, we're like, how are they going to get all of this done? And it just seems like every day, because we have come by every day, there's like new things and fun stuff to look at. We've had a lot of fun watching it be built, but it has been within a very reasonable time frame. Miss Evans came and walked us through, and she had blue tape with us, and some of the things that we even missed, she would go and, you know, we need to fix this, or we're gonna do this, and y'all always have followed through. Like, she told us some things that we needed to have fixed, and she sent us pictures throughout the process showing us as they're getting completed and that it has been fixed, or you know, she's very attentive and had a lot of great input. She also showed us like different things that we needed to be aware of, you know, even like using our appliances, and she was running, you know, the dishwasher to show us that it doesn't make a lot of noise, and just things that we would have had to figure out on our own. She was very helpful, and she was so kind and very sweet, and she just, I don't know, she was really, I thought she was wonderful. Y'all are some of the nicest people. Just everybody we've talked to has been very helpful. You've made the process a whole lot easier. And we're getting like our dream house, but we got to do it without having a lot of, you know, headache or nervous, or, you know, it was just a very smooth process, and I would definitely tell them to go with Ventura. We love y'all.
And I would say very knowledgeable too. Just starting from the very beginning process, Eric sitting in on the initial talks, you know, with your design team, and him knowing a lot of the things already, you know, when we're bringing it up, and, you know, we want spray foam insulation, and he's like, oh, great, you know, what do you think about doing this, doing that? And just throughout the process too, Eric was very, very knowledgeable about where it was, or what's happening, or what we can or can't do, and that type of thing. So your whole team has been a very knowledgeable help with that process as well.